Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our Mauler account. We have 50,000 diamonds, guys, and this account is pretty stacked with Maulers. You can see we built Tylee, we built Numisu. We have most all of these heroes up to 5 stars. Just need 2 more on Granite, a couple more on our newer Maulers, and they will be completely maxed out. We're saving a lot of the resources to go ahead and build up some of the heroes in the future. We know next is going to be a Graveborn hero. I'm just kind of deciphering what Dolly has said. There's going to be another Graveborn coming, meaning that we're going to make some progression on here with the level deficiencies that they've instilled into AFK Arena. It should be pretty easy to push through this entire chapter, which is what we're planning on doing with all Maulers, guys. That is right. It is nothing but Maulers. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do the summons. I'm going to use the diamonds. We're still looking for Ulna out of the Stargazer, but we're going to save the resources after today, waiting for a new Mauler, so we have some diamonds available to do the desired hero summons when we get a new one. We are also picking up our cards, our temple emblems every single day, just in case the new awakened hero happens to be a Mauler or we see some more support in the Mauler. So we have 15 elite stones here. Boom, hopefully we get something good. Another copy of Taleen. So we got Tylee, which is good. We got Granite, which is good. Need both of them. Those Entendre. I've been pulling a lot of regular copies of Taleen, not sure exactly why. This is actually the third one that I've pulled, but we do have Iran in there. We have Hodgkin and then some more Mauler food. Definitely a pretty good summon right there, guys. So let's go ahead. We'll add, I think, some more stars across the board on these heroes, guys. Almost completely maxed out with everybody. We are going to add some engraving as well, which means on Numisu, we can actually engrave now because we do have him completely built out. But I want to build out Scrag. He's a hero that I've used pretty much forever. He does have a pretty good crowd control aspect, so I'm hoping that we can build him out. There's another copy of Rosaline, using our companion points first. Hopefully we can pull a awakened copy of Taleen. I would love to see. It'd be very cool. And a lot of these heroes, guys, we have maxed out. A lot of the faction, we've been working on a couple different faction accounts, but not using too many faction heroes within this account just to push the towers overall. So here we have 112. We still have 5 summons there. If we're going to do Thesku, we do have 1 summon here of our Maulers, which gives us just some more rare cards. But I know we're going to be pretty full on our hero summons here. Really need to make some more room on here, guys. I went through and kind of cleaned it up before this, but we're picking up so many heroes in such a short amount of time. Some of the faction, we need more cards. We need copies of Tresnar. There's a lot of heroes that we have already built up to Mythic Plus that we just literally need copies of. We're probably just going to go make a little bit more room. Let me hop over here. And if you're not familiar with this, guys, you can actually just buy for a couple diamonds. We'll go up to 280, which is where most of the accounts are. Going to make it a lot easier on the summons here. And a double right there, guys. Silas and a Goalless. Still hoping again for some very specific heroes on here. We have 3 more for the Mauler faction. Adding some more stars to them. And another elite right there, guys, which is Mishka. Super powerful Wilder hero. Made it into a lot of formations that we've seen as of now. Definitely well worth building. Final one gives us another elite, which is Damon. So unfortunately, not too many Maulers on those pulls, guys, but we did get lucky with the stones. Pick up another copy of Inoki right there. Completely maxed out, so let's see. So we have Numisu in here. I'm thinking just because we don't have either of these heroes in the heroic ship, I'm actually going to put Tylee in here to pick up copies with the diamonds that we have. Hoping that we can get a couple copies out of here. So there's 1, guys. So we got 4 more left. Which again, we are completely maxed out again. Damon will pick up another star right there. But we should be able to pull all of these copies. And there's another one giving us 3 left. Definitely want to make sure that, guys, we are going to pull these copies out of here before this resets. Again, we can save some of our diamonds. 2 more left. So we got 28,000, and then we'll hit up the Stargazer with anything that we have left. Again, still saving a lot of those temple emblems to build out a hero if they do happen to come. A little bit more food, so that adds some more stars on there. And she is almost completely done, guys. If we can get lucky with a quick pull here. Of course, it's going to take us 3 solid pulls. And there we go, guys. So that is the last copy there. Hoping we can get one here. Fingers crossed, it is a copy of K-Sauce. I was hoping that we could pull a copy because that would actually finish her out. Remember, we did engrave her, so we do have her pretty much maxed out. Just got to max out the rest of the signature item, which we're working on in the event. All right, guys, so Stargazer, we have 2 pulls here, still have 7 cards, which again, we're saving. So 2 pulls, possibly looking for Alna. Pull number 1 just gives us a light bearer card and some resources. Pull number 2, a Mauler card right there. Could it be the copy we need for Ty Lee? I'm really hoping it is a Skarath. And a Rowan, not too bad overall with those pulls. Again, we're going to use some of our engraving mats to build up a couple other heroes, have 184 of those time emblems, saving those to build out a few more heroes here, guys. We definitely need to build out quite a few more to engraving. All right, so looking here, guys, again, we're going to go ahead. We have Kren already built. We have Entendre. Entendre, I actually want to take to a +60. And if you guys haven't seen Rapid Strength, guys, it's actually pretty cool. Boom, unlocks the whole entire thing. There is the skill and the level up. Very cool to see. So that does take her to that +60 engraving, adding a crazy amount of stats on her, guys. From here, there are a couple heroes. Again, Scrag is one that I absolutely want to build out. I love his abilities. I love his build overall. So we're going to go ahead and get some engraving on him. We don't have enough for the +60, so we're just going to stay at the 30 right now. But there we go. So we do have some engraving on him. We have Ty Lee, which is pretty much well engraved. I thought about Brutus, but I know it just gives him a little bit more haste. I know this one will make a difference with the Whirlwind, but overall, I think the immunity he possesses is going to work just like we need him right now. I think it's going to work very well. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to engrave Drez is another hero. I definitely want to see him. I know he's very strong on the solo. We're going to have to look at a couple different teams and a couple different comps to really live. Melee heroes have their tenacity increased and then shield duration. Not a big fan of the shields. Warwick, we could definitely build up a little. Skarath, we could build up a little just because they do a considerable amount of damage. Here they're losing accuracy and haste. And when maximum number of crit rating points is reached, attack bonus on there. Definitely like that one. Granite is another hero. Very solid tank, but skills just a little bit not too impressive. I mean, overall, that's to be honest, not super impressive. So I'm going to go ahead with Satrana. We can build out her engraving a little bit, adding a lot of stats to these hero guys, which I love to see. So that gives us a top row of engraving. Numisu, since he is still our only support, again, adding some haste in there, adding a bunch of different stats to build him out a little bit. And we've been saving these mats kind of forever. Titus, another hero, super strong when it comes to the crowd control aspect. Boom, there we go. So engraving, just a crazy amount of heroes. We have Scrath. You know what? I love Brutus. Let's go ahead and do Brutus as well. And that'll be our last engraving, guys. So hopefully we can hop over to the Oak Inn, pick up some furniture. We have 53,000. So red cards on the table. We are keeping these red cards on the table. The big reason is if we do get a new hero. So when a new Mauler releases, we can actually just utilize those red cards on the table. Rest of them we can build with summons. We have all 3 of our Maulers still in there. Frampton, I'm actually going to drop out because I want to build Alna. She's a little bit of a higher priority. Athalia we're still working on as well. So 54,000. Boom, there's a piece for Thisu. Absolutely love that, guys. Ty Lee, I want to build out, needs that 9 of 9 furniture to be super effective. There's a piece for Arthur, his guard, and back-to-back ones. There is a piece for Merlin as well. Other heroes that I got to add some signature items to. There is a piece for Taylene as well. The old school Taylene, not the awakened Taylene. Again, we're just going to accumulate cards. I mean, until something comes up, there's a copy for Alna. We're going to accumulate those time emblems until we get a faction-specific hero. There's a piece for Athalia. And I'm hoping we don't have to wait a year and a half to see another support for the Maulers. Piece for Albedo, and back-to-back again, guys. Another piece for Athalia. So let's go ahead. We got 4 cards on the table now, but that adds a lot of furniture, including Albedo gets that 3 of 9. Very important there. Almost maxed out. Arthur's almost maxed out. Merlin, and then Thisu gets another piece as well. So go ahead. We'll recycle what we're not using. I think it gives us another mythic piece just like that, guys, which is for Athalia. So I believe that was 3 pieces. I think we pulled 3 pieces there for Athalia. So pretty good summons overall, giving us 1,100. 4 cards. Again, we're just going to save. Once we get above that 9 of 9, I can start utilizing them. So that's it, guys. Campaign 36-2. I'm not going to go through every single stage. We're going to skip around a little bit, but I want to get through 36. I want to get into 37. I really think we're going to be able to, when it comes to the team. This is the one that we've been using, but even looking at the level efficiency, they're only 467. We're at 424. We can make a lot of progression in here. Guys, they nerfed this campaign just incredibly hard. It's kind of crazy to see how much of a nerf they gave to the campaign. It seems like after 5 days, it has kind of leveled out quite a bit. So I don't know how much further it's going to be nerfed, but here we go, guys. 5 teams. This is where it gets interesting because essentially starting with, let's say, a weaker tank like Anoki and then a stronger tank, we're going to need some support in here, which we super do not lack. Tylee in the back, I'm thinking, and then we'll go for a K-Sauce. And leveled efficiency, we should be able to get this, especially with Tylee doing so much damage. It's kind of incredible. And then, of course, we have K-Sauce in here with the Life Leech. Might have to swap him to a different team. So within here, we'll do Screg. I'm thinking probably Thisu in the back, maybe a little bit of damage here. And then we'll go with a Warwick. And now we can use our Celestials. We can use Hypogens and Dimensional Heroes. We might have to break a couple heroes out of here as we get further within this campaign. And Kren, guys, just decimates targets, especially if you have him built up quite a bit. So we got our double tank right here. I'm thinking let's go with Scrath within this one. And again, we'll go Granite, we'll go Citrina, Antandra. And then, let's see, we got Wukong in here. Which I think I'm gonna, you know what, let's go Flora. I know just because of Antandra's survivability might make a pretty big difference in there. Again, we're not running ideal teams by any means, but in here we do have 2 very powerful heroes, guys. We got Taylene and we got Lucretia. And then we also do have the Ainz comp. So we have a pretty strong combination within here that we can run that'll work exceptionally well. Again, could swap it out, mess around with the formation, get an optimal formation. I'll probably put Lucretia on one team, Ainz on another team, because she is very dependent on heroes just dying. But I know we do have a couple Maulers here that are left, and I'm hoping to kind of build these 2 up. And I wanted to put Arthur in the front of Sophia and Verk. Supercharged both of them, guys. And made very quick work of that. It's very nice. So our first boss stage down, guys. So let's go ahead and make the progression. So again, guys, looking at the level efficiency, we are pretty close. So here we are at 3620. So we are a quarter of the way through the campaign. I'm really hoping that we can finish this out. Maulers are a very weak faction, unfortunately. It has been a struggle. I have to rework a couple of the comps. I know Athalia could be a little bit stronger. I'm hoping that we can do this, guys. Again, I'm really struggling with this faction. I know we do have a max out. We have a lot of these heroes built. They're really lacking support. That's the biggest downfall that I see for the Maulers. You know, looking at all of the other factions, you have multiple forms of support. You have different classes that provide it. I think I might have to swap Taylene into a formation, taking Merlin. Really figuring out how we can make this work with the teams that we have specifically. So looking here, guys, Arthur giving the aura to not only Sophia in there, but also to Verk. Very cool to see that work out. All right, so we moved all the way into chapter 40. Unfortunately, or 36-40, we could not make any progression, guys. I'm going to collect up the loot. I tried this like 50 different ways, and I cannot do it with the Maulers. We're stuck as of right now. Again, we swapped up some of the progression. We swapped up some of the support. I'm going to have to figure this out, guys. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Mauler account. And as always, thank you guys for watching.